Raptors with another good win against the Hornets. Honestly, it was just a great team effort. This was the first time in a while we've seen more than a 8-man rotation. Banton came in the first half, played great, had two threes, wasn't in foul trouble, and Champagne, as we all know, he got ejected, wrongful ejection, but because of that ejection, we saw more of Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn did a good job as being a secondary ball handler. Siakam was our point guard today because Fred VanVleet finally missed a game. Well, not finally missed a game, but he was out due to knee soreness, and Siakam was our point guard, and he did a great job. Honestly, he was finding people. He didn't turn the ball over as much as I thought he would. He was initiating the offense. He was just doing everything. A near triple double, 24 points, 9 rebounds, 12 assists. I like that he wasn't forcing the threes. He wasn't forcing the issue. His turnaround jump shot is finally coming to fruition. Spin rage game is looking nice, taking advantage of the spins and the paint, and he's not abusing it. He's not abusing using more euros. His game looks more complete. Of course, his handle still looks weird, but as a basketball player, Siakam has improved, and he didn't even have a summer. Imagine what he's going to be like next year when he has a summer to lab. Coming from injury, for him to play this well, I must say it's great to see. And Gary Trent, he could not miss. Gary Trent was everywhere. He was our first option on offense. Siakam was initiating the offense, but Gary Trent was our first option on offense, bailing out. He was bailing us out when the shot clock was winding down. He was hitting all the big pressure shots when the Hornets were making a run. He made sure he hit that end of the shot clock three, and he finally got to the free throw line because Gary Trent, he is like mid range three or anything in the paint. He's just nonsense. But he got to the free throw line, and as a team, we got to the free throw line. Unfortunately, we fouled a little bit too much. Some of the calls were dumb, but we fouled a little bit too much. But 29 free throws, that's unheard of with the Raptors. We're dead like near dead last in free throw shooting. Honestly, we barely get to the free throw line, but we did a good job this game. OG Anunoby, he was great as well. I like that OG Anunoby's now like attacking players now. He knows he's big and strong. He's 6'8", like 230. And anytime Siakam, or no, OG Anunoby is on a fast break or the defense isn't set, he always abuses the smaller players. And it's an easy dunk off. And he's great around the rim where he's pump faking, reverse dunks. He's just doing all the little things. And he's still playing great defense. He's still active. And he's making his threes. And then we have Preston Chua. Preston Chua, yeah, he's really come to his own in the past 2 weeks, honestly. He's doing a good job of knowing when to slow down, when to speed up, when to pass. He's not forcing you. He's not forcing the action. He shot 1 3, and I'm happy with the 3 shot. I don't want him shooting a lot of threes, and he didn't. Did a good job of passing it. Did a good job finding dunk offs, and he didn't force the issue. And that's the problem he had in the first first 2 months of the season. Is forcing the issue. He was unplayable. And with Ken Burch continuously being out, I don't know why this guy's not. And as much as I like Kim Birch, I like Kim Birch because he took a pay cut, stuck with the Raptors. Like Kim Birch, he's good. He's a great passer. I think he's our best passer from a big standpoint. He gives us strength. He's like a Swiss Army knife. That's the thing about him. But seeing that he hasn't been available as much, he doesn't. I mean, Chris Boucher. I feel like if Kim Birch comes back, he's gonna eat the minutes of Chris Boucher. Preston Chill was a great rebounder for a 6'8" too, and he's just shown how available he is and how great he is, switchability. Preston Chill is good. I can't. Chris Boucher also had a great game. Acted defensively, he had some great steals, great blocks. He got to the free throw line. He was rebounding. He was doing all the little stuff. And Chris Boucher, apart from that the first month and a half, he was unplayable. Now he's looking like the Chris Boucher from last year. The bench playing great, the starters playing great, without Scotty Barnes and Fred VanVleet. It was a great thing to see. And for the bench, I would like to see a little bit more of Malachi Flynn and Delano Banton. Of course, I don't know if Malachi Flynn is going to play this good all the time, but I like that there's a secondary ball handler because I'm sick and tired of seeing Fred VanVleet being the sole ball handler. And even if Siakam is the ball handler for the bench unit, I would like to see like a guard. I would like to see a Banton. I would like to see a Malachi Flynn because Banton's been crushing in the G League. crushing in G League, and he showed in 17 minutes that he deserves to be in the NBA. He really does. He was active defensively, running the fast break. He was doing all the little things. And so was Malachi Flynn. Malachi Flynn was a great supporting role. He kind of reminds me of Jalen Brunson, just really a quick version of Jalen Brunson. Has a good floater. He's a good toucher on the rim. Of course, I don't know about his shot, his three-pointer, because this season, if you looked at his percentages, you'd think that this guy was Killian Hayes. But no, he's really quick, and I like that about him. Watanabe, he's good for what he does. Honestly, I feel like Watanabe is just going to be a player we'll always have on our bench. He's loved by the Toronto Raptors community. He's going to be someone that's, if we ever need a quick 5-minute spurt, he's our guy because he gave us good energy. He had that one big three in that, I think, the second half, the first half. Other than that, nothing much. Svi Mikhailuk, I thought he was gonna play more minutes because I feel like our team's bench is good. I feel like we just need to trade. We need to trade one of our big four, I should say. The Siakam, Gary Trent, Scotty Barnes, Ojananobi. Like one of those people have to go. And the reason why I say this is because we're dealing with something similar to the Celtics, what they had to deal with, where they have too many good players and they're eating up at their minutes. Because this lineup, I don't think Siakam should ever be our center. He shouldn't. Well, because we keep flipping and adding and subtracting people, you'll never get that continuity with the starting lineup because obviously you don't have a set starting lineup if one person's out. If we trade one of our guys and go for like a Miles Turner, something like that, and after we can see either Scotty Barnes flourish because a lot of like OG Anunoby to this game, 24 points, and this is what I expect from OG score. He's averaging 20 this season, but the problem is when Scotty Barnes is there, he just takes away the shots. And this is a good distribution. I feel like Gary Trent should be starting, so is Siakam, so is OG and Fred. But that center or whatever, I just don't like Siakam being a center. So I feel like we should trade one of those guys, honestly, because it's just when we get better teams, when we're against the better teams, we'll not have the same starting lineup. And when you don't have the same starting lineup, it just doesn't flow as much. And that's, I think that for our team to move forward, we need to get rid of our team is too top heavy, and I feel like we need to trade one of those guys. We need to trade either Gary Trent. I'm gonna be honest, I kind of like OG, so I think we should trade either Gary Trent. That's about it. Gary Trent should be part of our next trade because if we get Gary Trent and get like a Miles Turner, Gary Trent, get him burst for Miles Turner, that doesn't sound like a good deal, but something like that where it takes away from our assets but like improves on our problems. Problems is lack of point guards, and maybe they'll give more minutes to Malachi Flynn because our minutes distribution is just not good. It's not. And even if he played the bench, it's just like it's hit or miss. That's the problem with our team. We need more vets because we're now an age team. We're not a young team. We're a running, gunning team, yes, but we're not a young team. We pride ourselves on defense, and I like that. It's a good win. Kudos to Charlotte. Kudos to LaMelo and Miles Bridges. They did good. PJ Washington, we don't like you. Yeah, that's why Brady Renner did that to you. Anyways, good win. We're above 500 again. We'll see what happens next game. And peace.